I've had a couple of issues with charging my mobile phone and powering my sat-nav off the 12-volt system in my vintage car. Voltage regulation isn't as good in a vintage car, and subsequently it blew up my iPhone, and this week blew up my sat-nav as well. So I found this solution which I think might be quite useful. So this is what I've ended up with, which is basically a 12 volt in and a 12 volt out. The 12 volt in will be quite variable, and the 12 volt out will be stabilised at 12 volts. And if you have a look on this unit, you can see that there's a little potentiometer there. I'll just point at it. A little potentiometer here, and on that you can give a little tweak and set it to exactly 12 volts. I've tested it, and on my car I was putting 14.5 volts in and I was getting a stable 12 volts out, which was really good. So these two parts, because the box is a separate part, and the stabilised power device, which is called a buck, they're available on eBay. It's quite a straightforward job to drop it in the box, drill 2 holes in the box, run the cables out of the box, and I just put a cable tie around where the cables come out to stop them putting any strain on them. And where the holes come out of the box, I've marked them in and out to avoid any confusion. I did find that the unit was very slightly too big and wouldn't allow the lid to fit properly, so I just had to cut out a little recess either side. I still thought this box was a good option because it made it very compact, but if you choose to have a bigger box, then you won't have that problem. And on the output side, I connected the bog standard cigarette lighter socket to the wires and hung that behind the dashboard, and I can plug in a USB adapter or just plug in my TomTom lead. Works really well. I'll put the links below for the parts that I bought, but they're very inexpensive. The box was £4.18, and the buck, the stabilised power supply unit, was £3.99. So a cheap fix, which enables you to charge your phone and use a sat nav, which is always useful.